Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Camunda DMN hit policy in your DMN decisions. So there are several hit policies: unique, first, priority, any, and collect, and then rule order. So let's take this example where you have a decision requirements diagram here. So the decision, the input is age. The only input that it requires is age, and this is evaluated by a business rule task. So in this business rule task, I've named the implementation as DMN, and the decision reference is advert DMN. So here if you go, the DMN name is advert DMN. Next, the result variable is called result variable, and this will be printed by the print result, which is a Java delegate. And in this IntelliJ I can show you it prints both the input variable and the output variable, which is a result variable. So in case of rule order, it will collect all the matching rules as a list of string, as a map of string objects. So basically it collects all the inputs and the outputs, not the inputs and the outputs, but it just collects the outputs. For example, I'll show you. So the outputs will be the name of the column and also all the matching. So it will be a list of different maps: add objects cars, add objects video games, add objects toys. So those are the matching rules. So let's start running with an input. So let's say if age is greater than 18, then it prints cars. The advertisement should be cars. If age is greater than 12, the advertisement should be video games. And for all ages, any other ages, it should be toys. So it means that toys will match in all cases, and cars and video games will match if you put anything above 18. So let's say now I will start the process. So the process is started by the name of the process definition, which is called DMN process, and I've also put in a variables map with age as 19. So it should be a map of string and object. So the key should be a string, and the entry and the value should be an object. So that's how the inputs can be put into the variables in the process. Now let me start. So you have to select rule order, and then let me start the process. Okay, so in rule order, it has printed for the age of 19, it has printed only cars. So why it has printed only cars is because here I've given result list map string object, okay, and rule order. So let's save this. So I've not saved the daemon, so it's printed the previous results. Okay, so you can see the output as list of all the matching rules. Add objects equals cars. So that's the list of map string object. So that's cars, video games, and toys all are selected. Let's say age is so let's say now we want, if you say collect, it will be the same. The result will be the same, but it can be in any order. Maybe in this case it will print it in the same order that it's printed before. So it can be in any order. So that's collect. So only rule order and collect are the only two hit policies which can give you multiple results. But for unique, first, and any, then you can only have one matching rule. And for any to work, you should have multiple matching rules, so it will select any of them. But if there's only a unique matching rule, then it will not accept it. It will throw an exception. But if you're giving unique as a hit policy, then make sure that only one rule is matched in your entire DMN table. So the decision should be matched that way. So collect. So see, as you can see, collect has been printed. Now let's print age is 1. What do you get if you print age is 1? You should get only toys. So that's correct. Age greater than 12 and greater than 18. So now let's print with age of 13. The result should be toys and video games. Video games and toys. Okay. So now let's try to print. So if you try to use unique hit policy for this table, then it will be throwing an exception and will give you a reason that unique cannot be applied to this DMN table because there are multiple rules matching. Same with let's say if I want to print first. So in this case, let's see what happens when you print first. Okay, first works, but it will print only the first result which matches, and any will not work. Priority will work only if you have given priorities. The rule order, okay. So that's basically it. So first, any and unique will only match, will print you only one result. And let's say result list. Okay, let's say you want to only have the results only, not the name of the column. Then you say collect entries. And you say collect. File, save. Now I'll run this program again. It should print, and let's say I print for the age of 19. Now it should only print the name of the objects, not the name of the column. So it should print only cars, video games, and toys. Okay, let me save this again. And collect entries, list object. So this one also has to be saved. Okay. So you can see that it only prints the array of objects, and this time it's just a list, not a map. So that's the function which you can use for mapping your output. And as I already explained, the print output is printed from this delegate variable, delegate class. So that concludes the tutorial on hit policies. So now you should be able to work with DMN hit policies quite easily.